Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with In My Head by Teal. So this continues our region sumline theme week for August. I hope you're enjoying it. So of course this puzzle has region sumlines, plus a little bit of an extra twist. So let's go over the rules here. We do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these blue lines in the grid. These are called region sum lines. Ignore the arrowhead for now. That's a separate rule that we'll go over. So let's just take a really simple example. Region sum lines are segmented when they cross a region border or a box border. So basically there's two segments on this line, one in this box, one in the other box. Another way to describe the rule is it's segmented based on which box it's in, but there is kind of this rule of if it re-enters a box, it's a new segment. So we found that this was a much cleaner way to describe it, is just the line is segmented by the borders. And so each segment on the same line has the same sum. So if this was, say, 2, 4, that adds to 6. So we'd put a 6 here because this is a single cell. In fact, all of the region sum lines in here involve a single cell and then some sum. So they could actually be arrows. But anyway, that's the region sumline part. And then the other part is we do have an arrowhead at the end of each of these lines. And in fact, this region sum line, don't get confused, it's just a single segment, so it can be any sum you want it to be. But it does have an arrowhead on it, which uses the arrowhead rule. So let's say this, let's just keep using this. Let's say this was 2, 4, 6. There's an arrowhead at the end of this pointing diagonally at some cells. Whatever cells it points at cannot be the same as any digit on the line. So these could not be from 2, 4, 6. They'd have to be from 1, 3, 5 in this case. And so that's the reason this arrow exists. It points at this cell. And so this cell is not the same as these two digits. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. You can probably see where to get started if you've been following along this region sumline theme week. We seem to get this a lot. So there are 3 cells in this segment. So let's think about the minimum it could add to. Well, since we can't repeat any digits because of the box, the minimum I can do is 1, 2, 3 in these cells, which adds to 6. So the minimum sum of the segments on this line is 6. This is a singular cell, and in a singular cell, the biggest digit we can put in is a 6. So the minimum sum is 6, and the maximum sum is 6. So that's what it is, and this is the only way to achieve that. So we can just leave this in. Okay, what does that do for us? Well, there's a 6 in one of these two. These are 4, 5, 6. Does that do anything for me? I'm thinking about how this line points at this line. Okay, so first of all, we're not putting a 6 on this line, because if there was a 6 on this line, then we'd have to do 6 plus something equals this digit. So 6 is in one of these two. But I'm thinking about how, okay, so here's what I'm thinking about. Normally I'd say this could be at minimum 1, 2, adding to 3. But 1, 2 has a problem here, where that actually removes 1 and 2 from these cells, and now it would double up the 3. So I can't do 1, 2. I also can't do 1, 3 adding to 4. And I can't do 2, 3 adding to 5. So I can't add to 3 or 4. So this is a 5 or a 6 for sure. Can I rule any of that out? Well, if it was a 5, we'd be 1, 4. Is there anything else I can... Oh, you know what I just realized? Oh, hold on. This can't be a 6 because there's this 6 pointing at it. So actually, let's fill this out. So this actually, I just proved it has to be 5. I need to remember the arrow pointing rule, of course. And these aren't 1, 2, 3, or 6. So these are 4, 5. So this has to be a 4, and this is a 5. Okay. Now these add to 5. Oh, I guess I'm going to remove this 5 as well. But anyway, now these add to 5. Wait, why can't this be a 4? Sorry, this is 4 or 5. I don't know why I said it had to be 5. No, yeah, this is just 4 or 5. Anyway, these add to 5. I could do 1, 4. But yeah, 2, 3, I already said. 2, 3 doesn't work because that removes 2, 3 from here. So I have to include a 4, 5, or 6 on here. So obviously we're including the 4 because 5 and 6 are too big. So this is the 4, this is the 1. Right, now this does have a 1 on it, so these can't be 1. That places this one here. All right, so what's next? We got what this points at. We got what this points at. I'm just double checking. Okay, so this line here doesn't have a 1 on it. So the minimum it could be is 2, 3. 2 plus 3 is 5, but this can't be a 5. So actually, this has to be 2, 4 adding to 6. That's the only way that's going to work. Because 6 is the biggest it can add to, and we don't have a 1, so we're not doing 1, 5. So we are doing 2, 3. Sorry, 2, 4. We're certainly not doing 3, 3, because that would repeat a digit in the box. And the row. So that places the 6 here. 2, 4 pair does place the 5 here as well. So I was accidentally right about that 5, but that would have been no good. This is a 1, 3 pair. This one tells us the order, 3 and 1. Okay, so this cell here can't be 2, 4, 6. And it can't be 1, 3. So this is a naked 5. That gives us the 4 and the 5 and the 2 and the 4. Very nice. This can't have a 2 on it. I guess that puts 2 over here. And so these aren't 2 or 4. Okay, so 4 in this box, right? It can't be in any of these, but it also can't be here. Wait, why did I say not 4? No, sorry, I got confused. It's just not 2. I was thinking about this. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about it backwards. This can't have a 2 because it points at a 2, but it only points at a 2. So sorry about that. This column just needs 1, 2, 3. This one's not a 2. This column needs 2, 3, 4. That one's not a 4 or a 2. So this is just 3 and 1. Placing the 2 and the 4. Placing 2 and 3. Very nice. All right, this whole stack's done. All right, this is 3 and 6. This is 2 and 5. Okay. This is 2 and 3. And this is 1 and 6. None of that resolves. Is there some pointing or region sum line I'm not seeing? No, I think it's just going to be Sudoku. This is 3, 4, 6. The 4 is placed. And then this is 1, 2, 5. All right. So I have this 2, 5 pair here. That's going to give us this 3 and this 6. Gives us the 3 here. Gives us 6 and 3. 2, 1, 6, 5, 2. 2, 5, 1. And we're done. Neat puzzle, Teal. I like this idea of the pointing arrows. I like doubling up what a clue does, where it has 2 things that it does. That's neat. And the interaction between kind of how these arrows pointed at each other, kind of like the Spider-Man meme, really, they restricted each other pretty interestingly. Because this initially restricted what this could be through both this and this. That was neat. And then it came back and it placed this 1, which was neat as well. And then this also then restricted this, which made this naked single. Very nice. Cool. I like the flow of the puzzle. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.